Hello everyone and welcome to round 10 of the PBA Tour. We are on our last leg of the European Tour and we're at the Paris Spectacular, and this tournament marks the midpoint of the PBA Tour, and currently, as you've just seen, EJ Tackett leads with 98 money points from Jason Belmonte with 82. Norm Duke, winning last tournament in Munich, has moved up to third with 73, and Jacob Buttriff and Bill O'Neill are on 67. So without further ado, let's get over to the preliminary round and we'll look at Group 1, see which three bowlers go from this group. And it's a 9. Draw 2 bowlers advance, then highest full star only. So let's see who's going through. That is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So going through is Michael Tang and an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is Tom Hess. And then the highest full star, Sean Maldonado at the moment. He is 214 and will stay there at the moment. 214.76. He will still stay. And yes, Sean Maldonado will be the third person from that group. So we go to Group 2. Roll that again because the dice left. 10. Draw 2 bowlers advance, best full or half star. So here we go again. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Pete Webber makes it through. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nick Crummy makes it through again, so it's full and half star this time. 214, 211, 28, 214.36. So Anthony Labraspa won't make it. Darren Tang will take over as the one currently going through on 216, 212, 205. So Darren Tang goes through. Third group. 4. 3 highest average bowlers full star only. So this shouldn't be difficult. Sean Rash, Tom Smallwood, and Al Johnson. They're the only 3 full stars in that group. We go to Group 4 and we're looking at 5. 3 highest full or half stars. This makes it a bit more difficult. Zach Tackett, EJ Tackett I think will make it through. Dino Castillo, so we're looking at 2.203 to go through, so Chris Barnes will make it. Chris Lowshetter will make it so far. 212, so Anthony Pope will take Lowshetter's place. 214. 210 is not good enough. Jacob Buttriff. 217. 216, so Jacob Buttriff, EJ Tackett and Don Barrett will go through from that group. Group 5. 11. Draw 2 bowlers to advance, then highest average bowler, any bowler. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stuart Williams. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Parker Bone the third, and then the highest 212. Well, that's going to be beaten. 219. Chris Foy won't make it. Ronald Page won't make it. 219.56. So Bill O'Neill won't make it. Jelson Belmonte need to stop. That's the highest one we've got. So no one else is going to make it out of that group. Group 6. 6. Draw 1 bowler, advance, full star 2. So let's see who's going to be the drawn bowler. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Carsten Hansen. And full or half star, the top 2. Hoop. And Wesley, 205 is going to be the worst so far. Sam Cooley gets in at 210, but he'll suddenly drop out. So Marshall Kent and Packy Hanrahan complete that group of qualifiers. So we move to group 7, and we're looking at 11. Draw 2 bowlers and highest any symbol. So 2 drawn bowlers from this. Let's see. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Graham Thatch. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Martin Larson. And the highest 203. 20369, Matt Cooper. 214, 215, 216. Tom Doherty completes that section, and with the final group 6. Draw 1 bowler, advance 2, full star only. Roll that again. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walter Ray Williams the third. Walter Ray Williams Jr. So the top 2 stars. So a 215 and a 213. See if we've got any more full stars. 215.5, 211, 217, 219. So Kyle Troop and Chris Prather will go through to complete the 24 in the semi-final round robin, and we will be back shortly with the money points allocation for the losers, so join me shortly. So here we are, ready for the allocation of the 1 points and 2 points for the losers of the preliminary round. Ooh, big score for the third group there. So I think we know the two groups are that are going through. 11 and 9. So this is group 1. This is the 2-point group, and it is everyone in this group gets 2 points. Michael Martell, Anthony Labrispa, Wes Malott, Matthew McNeil, Michael Davidson, Jake Peterson, Zachary Wilkins, Richard Teese, Matt Russo, Matt Bohr, Matthew Ogle, BJ Moore, Greg Young, Zeke Bate, Francois Lavoie and Chris Barnes. They all get 2 money points, and with 1 money point in this group, which had 9, and that will be full and half stars, Ryan Schaefer, Chris Lowshetter, Dino Castillo, Zach Tackett, Kyle Sherman, Anthony Simonson, Nicholas Pate, Tim Foy, Rhino Page, Dick Allen, Bill O'Neill and Norm Duke will all get 1 point. So that's the end of the preliminary round. So I hope you'll join me shortly for the semi-final round robin of the PGA European Tour Paris Spectacular. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the semi-final round robin of Tournament 10, the European Tour Paris Spectacular. This is the final tournament in Europe, and we're at the semi-final round robin stage where we cut the 24 players down to just 8 for the positioning round, and the ones that do not make it will end up with 5 money points. So let's see what happens with the first group. Two highest average bowlers. So Larsson's 209, Troop is 217, Barrett is 217.6 with a better one. Webber will not make it, 213 and 28. So Don Barrett and Kyle Troop will go through to the positioning round. Group 2, 5. Draw 2 bowlers. So there's only 6, so we'll use the white dice. 2, 1, 2. Jason Belmonte goes through. That's the white dice 5, which will be the bottom one, who is Packy Hanrahan. So Walter Ray Williams, Tom Smallwood, Michael Tang and Sean Maldonado will all leave with 5 money points. Go to the third group. 2 highest bowlers again. 215 Sean Rash, 215 AJ Johnson, 221, so Johnson will drop. Crummy won't make it, Parker Bone won't make it, and Karsten Hansen won't make it. So Sean Rash and Jacob Buttroff make it through to the positioning round, and the final group. 5. Draw 2 bowlers. Those 2 bowlers are number 3, 1, 2, 3, Tom Hess, and number 2, 1, 2, Chris Prather. So going out, EJ Tackett, Darren Tang, Kent Marshall and Tom Doherty. They will take 5 money points, and that is the end of the semi-final round robin, and we will be joining you shortly for the positioning round. Welcome everyone to the positioning round of tournament number 10, the PBA European Tour Paris Spectacular. We're down to the final 8 bowlers, and 5 will go through the ladder match to the ladder tournament, and the 3 that do not make it will go home with 7 money points. So Packy Hanrahan, is the first one up. Remember, the white dice here is going to be, if it's a 6 it will be aggressive. So Hanrahan is a 2-12 and he bowls a 16-3 on a normal. -17 is a 195 for Hanrahan. Doesn't look too good for him. Barrett, he is a 217 and he bowls a 13-2 on an aggressive, which is a -9, which is a 209. Jacob Buttriff, who is a 221. Oops, roll large again. And he's a 16-4 aggressive, which is a -29, which is a 192. So that's not looking good for Buttriff. Sean Rash, (13-6) is a -44 off a 215, which is a 171. That certainly isn't going to make it. Jason Belmonte, 23 is going to be a -29, which is going to give him a 195. Chris Prather was a 219. 7-1, that looks like a good one, plus 50, 265, so he's definitely in. And the final bowler is Tom Hess, who is a 206 and a 14-6. It's going to be a -45, which is going to be a 161, so he won't make it. Prather will be first, Barrett will be second, Hanrahan and Belmonte are both third, so what I'll do there is I'll roll a single dice. Odd will be Hanrahan, even will be Belmonte. Even, so third is Belmonte, fourth is Hanrahan, and fifth is Jacob Buttriff. So Sean Rash, I've only got 7 bowlers there. 2, 4, 6, 7. Who have I missed? Oh, here we go. Let's give Kyle Troop a chance. So those numbers may change shortly. Kyle Troop is a 217 and he bowls an 8-1. He's going to get in. Plus 45. 217 is a 262. So let's go back. Prather first, Troop second, Barrett third, Belmonte fourth, and Hanrahan fifth. So out go Jacob Buttriff, Sean Rash, and Tom Hess. They will take home 7 money points with them, and I hope you've enjoyed the positioning round and join us for the televised ladder matches very shortly. Hi everyone, and welcome to the televised ladder match for tournament number 10, the PBA European Spectacular Paris Spectacular European Tour, Paris Spectacular, the final one of the European Tour. Marks the midpoint of the tournament, and Jason Belmonte, Paki Hanrahan will be the first of the ladder matches, and if Jason Belmonte can go all the way through and win, he will be within 1 point of EJ Tackett at the top of the championship. So let's get underway. Jason Belmonte with a 4-3 is going to be a strike. Paki Hanrahan in his first televised tournament, 8-2 is a strike. In his opposite lane now, 4-1 is another strike, keeping up well. Jason Belmonte. 11-1 is a strike. The second ball is going to roll him again, and it's a good job because it was a 6. Is a 2-5, and that is a strike. So perfect after 3. We go back to Packy Hanrahan, and he stays perfect after 3. Hanrahan is second on the second lane. 11-1 is a strike. Pressure back on Belmonte. 16-1. Yes, he's got a strike. Moves back to his original lane. 16-1 is another strike, so that's 5 in a row. 9 in a row in total if you count both bowlers. Hanrahan is an 11-2, and again that's a strike, so perfect through 5 both bowlers. Hanrahan 17-5 finally reneges on it and gets an 8. Can he get the spare? 10-5 on an 8. He gets the spare, so he's now 138 after 5. 278 is his maximum. So Belmonte 19-2, that's not going to be good. It's going to be a 7. Can he get his spare? 8-1, yes he can. But he can get 277, 1 pin in it, as Belmonte moves back to his original lane. 9-4 is a strike, needed that. Pressure back on Hanrahan. He bowls a 3-4, which is a strike. Loser of this walks away with 9 money points. 10-6. It's going to be an 8 for Hanrahan. Can he get the spare? Roll it again. Roll it again. Try and get it in the tower this time. 7-1, he'll get the spare for that. 178 after 7. 258 is now his maximum, so currently 19 pins in the lead for Belmonte, but he's still got to do the stuff. 10-6, and that wasn't the stuff. He gets an 8. Can he get the spare? 16-4 on an 8 minus, and he cannot. He only gets a 1. So a 9 on that open frame. Gives him 185 after 8, which makes his total 245 maximum, so he's now 13 pins down as he moves back to his original lane. 6-6, and he only gets an 8. Has Belmonte blown it here in the last few frames? 5-4 on an 8. Gets the spare, but not good enough really. 235 now becomes his maximum, so Hanrahan with a strike here will all but sew this up. 17-4. He only gets an 8. Can he get a spare? 18-3. 18-3 on an 8, and he doesn't. He only gets the 1, so he's 1-2-0-5, which gives him a maximum of 235. They could tie this game. This could be a tied game. Oh, Packy Hanrahan 26 is the unusual results table. Black dice will be the 10s. So we're looking for the unusual results. And we have a 16. Bowler gets hot. The shriek column on the next however many rolls. Next 6 it won't make no difference because he hasn't got 6 rolls left, so he's going to roll this again and he cannot get, he gets column shriek every time on this, so let's see what he gets. 8-5, which is an 8-1, which is a strike. This could make this really interesting. Only need to roll the black dice really, and as long as he doesn't get a 19 he's going to get a strike, and he gets a strike again. And he gets a strike again, so 235, which means that Belmonte must strike all the way through to tie this game. 16-3, and that's the end of Belmonte. 8+. What a time to get a U result like that. Can he get the spare? He can, so he gets his next ball. 3-2, that's a strike, so he'll get 20. 2-2-3, so Belmonte will lose to Paki Hanrahan and take 9. Money points home, but more importantly he's not closed the gap much on the leader, and he will just get 2 back on Kyle Troop. So join me for the next match in this ladder. So match 2 is the battle of the new boys in the ladder tournaments for this current season. Don Barrett in his first tournament, Paki Hanrahan in his first ladder tournament, beating the hot favourite Jason Belmonte 2-2-3, 2-2-3-5, and Don Barrett will start the game. 18-3. We'll get an 8. Does he pick up his spare? 6-3 he does. Paki Hanrahan, fresh from his first round victories. 9-7. There's an interesting thing. Should he carry over his U? Because he's still got 3 left. He's on a hot streak of 6. So I suppose he should. And I'm going to play that. It's the first time it's happened. I'm going to play it. So he'll get a 9. It still doesn't make a... And 3-4 will get in the spare. So he's got those 3. Sorry, those 3 and those 3. So he's on the opposite lane now. He only needs to roll this dice. 16. He gets a strike. Don Barrett. 8-6. That's not good. He's going to get an 8. Can he get a spare? 17-4. And 8 minus. He does not. He gets the 1, so an open frame. So not too good to start with. 240, 267 now is his maximum. So Hanrahan has a lead of 23 pins currently. Don Barrett with his second attempt in this sequence, 7-4, is going to get a strike. We go back to Paki Hanrahan, the last one of his hot streak. It's going to be a strike. Hanrahan with a 1-3 and another strike, so 50. Don Barrett needs to put some pressure now. 6-2 is a strike. Another one needed really for Barrett. 12-4, it is a strike. So he's got to hope that Hanrahan makes a mess now. And he did in the last one. 16-6, and that could be the one. He gets a 7. Can he get the spare? 3-2 on a 7 minus. He does get the spare, so 150, 170, 247 now is his maximum. Hanrahan with a 1-4 gets the strike. So Don Barrett currently with a 20-pin lead. 14-6 is going to be a 7. Terrible bowling again. Can he get the spare? 16-4 on a 7 minus. And he can't, he gets a 2. So another open frame. 1-1-2 after 6. And his maximum now is 232. Barrett 17-1, that's going to be a strike. So Paki Hanrahan with a 15-pin lead at this point. Hanrahan bowls a 2-5 and that is a strike. Hanrahan again. 15-3. It's going to be a 9. Can he get the spare? He can. So 146 gives him a 226 maximum. So Barrett now has a pin lead of 6. And here's Barrett 1-2. That's going to be a strike. And then the nice frame Barrett 8-6 is going to be an 8. And a difficult spare to get as well. Can Barrett get the spare? 13-2 on an 8 minus. He can, he gets the spare. So 160 after 8. You can get 210. So Hanrahan with a good finish here could put us out of reach. 11-3 is a strike. As he goes into his 10th frame, 17-3 is an 8. Can he get the spare? 24 on an 8. He only gets a 1. So an open frame. $194 to finish. So Don Barrett 10-4 gets a strike, and that means he just needs 4 pins here in 2 bowls. Roll that again. 10-6 for Don Barrett. It's going to be a 7, it's enough. And a 8-6 on a 7. He's going to get the spare, so he finishes with just 200 but wins by 6 pins. So Paki Hanrahan had a really good chance there, but goes away with just 10 money points. The semi-final will be with Kyle Troop, so hope you'll join me then. So here we are at the semi-final match, Kyle Troop and Don Barrett, and waiting in the wings in the championship match is Chris Prather. Don Barrett squeezed through in the last match 200 to 194, and he will start this game. 16-6, not a good start. He only gets 7. Kyle Troop and a 12-6 on a 7. He's only going to be a 1, so he only gets 8 pins. Open frame to start with. Poor start from Kyle Troop. Don Barrett with the punch. Can he make it pay? 6-5. Gets a strike. Moves on to his opposite lane. Don Barrett 14-4. Gets a 9. Can he get the spare? Yes, he can. So 280 is his maximum. Currently 2-pin lead from Kyle Troop. Kyle Troop then with his first ball on the opposite lane, 8-5. Gets a strike. Needed it as well with a start of an 8. And a 10-6. Gets him an 8. Can he pick up the spare on this one? 3-1, yes, he gets the spare. But 258 is his maximum at the moment as we go back to Don Barrett. So can Don Barrett put the squeeze on Kyle Troop? 6-5. Gets a strike. And 4-5. Gets a second strike, so we go back to Troop and Barrett currently with a 22-pin lead. Troop 19-1. Oh, 9. So 57 after 3, very, very poor from Troop. This has been a really difficult lane. 18-2. Oh, sorry, 18-2 will be a spare, so he'll get the spare. And he moves to 257 now. That can't be right. Because that is only 47, so it's 247. And so Kyle Troop 12-6. He's going to go to the unusual chart, so he wants to hope that he gets the same as what Packy Hanrahan got really. Black dice is the 10s. 24. Bowler is Funk. Read question mark column for the next 3. Oh dear, dear, dear. Kyle Troop. So here we go. 9 question mark is going to be an 8. Troop is gone in this. By the time this finishes, he's going to be so far behind. Let's see if he can get a spare. He's got to make sure he gets spares, and he does. So 170. 235 is now his maximum as we go back to Don Barrett. 18-6, not good, but it's going to be helpful for him anyway. It's a Y roll. So rolling on the Y chart, and 14 is a 6. They're both as bad as each other at the moment. So 26 is going to give him 66, and we're looking at the 6+ chart, which is this one here. Kyle Troop, Don Barrett is a AAA spare, so let's see how he does. 16-2 on a 6+, and he gets the spare, so he'll be happy with that. $256 gives him a 19-pin lead, but more importantly, a 21-pin lead, but more importantly, Trooper's still got 2 poor balls to come. 1-3 is going to be a strike. So back to Kyle Troop. 19. It's going to be a Y chart roll. 24 on a Y chart is going to be a 6. and it is going to be, he is a AAA, and it is this chart. $18.5 on a AAA, and he does get the spare. So will that encourage him? $12 question mark for Kyle Troop is going to be a 7. And can he get the spare on the 7? $15.5. He does. So 208 is his maximum now. Don Barrett, 10-3. It's going to be a strike. 8-4 is also going to be a strike, and I really think that that is probably it. But Kyle Troop is back to normal. 21, and he bowls at 20 and gets a 9. Can he get the spare? He can. So 197 is now his maximum. Back onto his original lane, he gets a strike. But Don Barrett, all but there. 2-5 is going to be a strike. Another strike will seal it, and he gets it. That's going to be the end. Then another strike. He's already 226, and with the final one he gets his 3rd strike. So 7 strikes in a row for Don Barrett to end up with 256, and Kyle Troop finishing off 13-5. He only gets a 9. Can he get the spare? He can. And his final ball, 11-5 is a strike, so he ends up with 177. Kyle Troop will take home 12 money points, but what a poor performance for Kyle Troop. Can't even say in most of that game, it has to be said in all of the game. So he will take his 12 points home, and Don Barrett will move forward into the final to face Chris Prather. So welcome back to the final of the PBA European Tour Paris Spectacular. Chris Prather and Don Barrett are the two competitors, both in their first televised ladder match of this year. Don Barrett has come through this ladder from the second match, beating Paki Hanrahan 200 to 194 in a very poor performance by both, but then beating Kyle Troop with a magnificent 256 score, though Troop had 177. No pressure really on Barrett throughout that semi-final. So here we go. Chris Prather starts this match. 19-4, not a good start, and he gets a 7. Leaves 3 pins. Can he get the spare? 5-6 on a 7+. He gets his spare. So his maximum now is 290. Don Barrett, 10-6. He's going to get a 7. Can he get his spare? Roll it again. 4-3. Yes, he gets his spare. So they're both on 290 maximums at the moment. Don Barrett, 12-4. Gets a strike. And we can move over to Chris Prather. 6-5 gets a strike. These lanes have been difficult throughout the whole tournament, but can't have these two guys got used to it by now. Prather 11-3 gets a strike. So tied at 290, John Barrett. 13-6 gets a 7. Didn't want to see that. Can he pick up the spare? 9-6, he cannot pick up the spare. He only gets a 2, so he gets a 9. So it's 48 after 3, so he's down at 258. Moves over to the second lane, trailing Prather by 32 pins. 15-1, that'll be a strike, needed that. So can Prather put the pressure on? 14-4, well, not at the moment. He gets a 9. Can he get the spare? He can. $269 is his maximum now, so he has a pin lead of 11, and 16-2 is only going to be an 8 for Prather. So 87 after 4, can he get the spare? He can. So 257 is his maximum, so trails by 1 pin at this moment in time, but Barrett 4-6, it's going to be an 8. Barrett just giving it back to Prather, and he gets the spare. So 248, so a 9 pin lead now for Prather. Barrett with his second ball on this sequence, 11-6 is going to be a 7. Sorry, 11-6, yes, it's going to be a 7. So trying everything to throw this game away. Can he get the spare on this one? 17-3 on a 7. He does. So 225 is his maximum now. Trailing by 32 pins. So Chris Prather, can he put the pressure back on? 1-6, no, he gets a 9. But he does pick up his spare. 246 is his maximum now. He has a lead of 21 pins as he bowls his second in this sequence. 10-5 is a strike. Needed that. John Barrett trailing by 21 pins. 5-6 gets an 8, and he's going to continue to trail here. Can he pick up the spare? 18-4. And he gets the spare. But now his maximum is 213. Onto the opposite lane for Don Barrett. 16-6. He's off the Y chart. This has been such a difficult set of lanes. 33 is going to be a 6-. And so he's a AAA on a 6-. 14-6. And he's only going to get 2 pins. And that, I would suggest, is going to be the end of this tournament. 297 is now his maximum. As we go back to Chris Prather, 15-3 is going to be a 9. Can he get a spare? can. And he comes into the 9th frame with a 49 pin lead. 1-3 is going to get him a strike. Ball that again. So Don Barrett 3-5 gets a strike, and he needs to strike all the way through to even have a remote chance, but even that is way out, and he gets another strike. First of the 10th, second ball of the 10th gets a strike. Too little too late. Can he get another strike? 14-5 gets a 9, so he ends up 196. So Chris Prather, as he comes to his 10th frame, 2 strikes will even it up. 8-4 is a strike. Second ball 16-5 is an 8. Gives him 194. He needs 2 pins. He needs 2 pins. He'd have to have a he'd have to bowl a Y column and then bowl onto the Z table. Let's see what he gets. 17-3, that's going to be enough. He's going to get an 8. He's going to get the spare. So 2-1-4. So there is your champion, Chris Prather, the winner of the PBA Tour, European Tour, Paris Spectacular, takes home 20 money points. Don Barrett will take home 15. I hope you've enjoyed this tournament. The next tournament will be tournament number 11, start on the back half of the tournament, and it will be the US Open. Until next week, good night.